Baby, don't call me anymore. I'm looking for someone to hold on to. I'm looking for you, I'm looking for you. If I was your girlfriend, imagine what you could think now. I've been all around. I said I've been here and there, everywhere. I got what you want.
I got what you want.
Got what you need.
Nicole Wray should have been a superstar. She had the voice, the look, and the backing of one of the biggest names in hip-hop, Missy Elliott. At just 17, she was poised to take over R&B, with a hit single, Make It Hot, burning up the charts. So why did she disappear just as fast as she rose? Here's the truth. Nicole Wray wasn't just another one-hit wonder. She was a victim of an industry that never gave her a real shot. After her debut, she was caught in a brutal cycle of label politics, broken promises, and an industry that prioritized image over raw talent. And what's even crazier, she had the cosigns, the connections, and the talent. But none of it was enough to stop her career from slipping away. So what really happened? Why did an artist with all the right pieces never get to play the game the way she deserved? And did Missy Elliott and Timbaland help her, or unknowingly set her up for failure? In this video, we're breaking down the rise and sudden disappearance of Nicole Wray, exposing the behind-the-scenes music industry drama that left one of R&B's most promising voices silenced. Stay tuned, because the truth behind Nicole Wray's career will leave you stunned. Now, if you ever needed proof of how unpredictable the music industry can be, Nicole Wray's story is one you need to hear. She rose to fame as a teenager. And when I say she rose fast, I mean lightning speed. Born in Portsmouth, Virginia, Nicole was surrounded by gospel music from an early age. Like many R&B greats, her foundation was built in the church. She was inspired by her father, who was a lead singer in the church choir, and from the moment she saw him commanding the mic, she knew she wanted to follow in his footsteps. I would watch my dad sing all the time. He would do a lot of leads in the church choir, and I felt like if my dad could do it, I always wanted to be like him. But life had other plans. When her parents divorced, her dream of music took a back seat. Heartbroken, Nicole found comfort in the radio, turning to the voice of Mariah Carey for solace. She would sing around the house, hoping that if she sang loud enough, maybe, just maybe, her father would come back. Even though her father never heard her sing the way she hoped. Someone else very important did, none other than Missy Elliott. Nicole's big break came thanks to her brother, who attended an audition Missy was holding and couldn't help but brag about his sister's talent. Intrigued, Missy showed up at Nicole's doorstep, ready to put her to the test with an on-the-spot audition. Nicole, just 17 at the time and completely unprepared, still managed to blow Missy away with her raw vocals. She was so impressed that she signed Nicole that same night. But the road to stardom wasn't without its obstacles. Not everyone was thrilled about Nicole's decision to pursue R&B. In fact, her own pastor tried to discourage her, going as far as to say, "They are serving the devil." Nicole didn't let those words stop her, but they did leave an impact. It kind of left some type of void. My whole career, it left some void there. As she faced struggles later in the industry, she couldn't help but wonder if her pastor's words carried any truth. Was God trying to send her a message? Despite the doubts, Nicole pressed forward. While still in high school, she dropped her debut single, Make It Hot. And just like that, the industry was watching. Her future in music seemed brighter than ever. But then, things changed. Over the years, Nicole's music output slowed down and fans were left asking, what happened to Nicole Wray? Nicole Wray's rise to stardom. By the late 90s, Nicole Wray was making her mark in the industry. She dropped her debut album, Make It Hot, which featured tracks like Eyes Better Not Wander, and of course the smash hit title track, Make It Hot. The album did numbers, peaking at number 42 on the Billboard 200 and eventually earning a gold certification. But despite the success of the lead single, the album itself didn't quite set the industry on fire. Now personally, I think Make It Hot was a solid album, but let's be real. It wasn't perfect. The title track was easily the standout, which makes you wonder, why did Timbaland only produce one song on the entire project? Well, if you know Timbaland's history, you already know no, his beats did not come cheap back then. So maybe the budget could only stretch far enough for one Timbo-produced track. And let's not forget the competition Nicole was up against that year. 1998 was stacked with legendary R&B releases, including Monica, The Boy Is Mine, Faith Evans, Keep the Faith, Destiny's Child, their self-titled debut album, Lauryn Hill, The Miseducation of Lauryn Hill, which, by the way, dropped on the exact same day. So yeah, it was a tough time to break through. But despite her album not making a massive impact, Nicole didn't let that slow her down. She kept her name in rotation by featuring on Missy Elliott's track, All in My Grill. But she wasn't satisfied with just being a feature artist. She wanted more. Having tasted success, Nicole was ready to take control of her career. She began working on her second album, Electric Blue, and for the first time, she took the reins by writing her own song. She even released a single, I'm Looking Around, but things didn't quite go as planned. Stay tuned, because this is where things take a turn. The sophomore slump that never happened. Nicole Wray had every intention of keeping her momentum going with her sophomore album, Electric Blue, but when she dropped I'm Looking Around, it became clear that lightning wasn't striking twice. The song was a solid effort. Fans enjoyed it, but it didn't come anywhere close to the success of Make It Hot. And as we'd later find out, the song's performance wasn't the only issue. Behind the scenes, things were getting messy. Nicole revealed that Missy Elliott was juggling too many artists at once, signing new talent left and right. With Missy spreading her focus across multiple projects, Nicole found herself pushed to the background. She eventually confronted Missy about what was happening with her album, and Missy's response? You're going to have to slow down. I was getting drowned and I had no voice. Sometimes I feel like a mother shouldn't have a whole bunch of children. Translation? Nicole was getting lost in the shuffle. And it wasn't just the lack of promotion holding her back. Nicole admits she wasn't fully ready for the pressures of being a celebrity. I wasn't prepped for celebrityism or whatever you want to call it. I was young. My mom was managing me. Missy was still learning about the business, the ups and downs. We were all just figuring it out. Looking back, I'm definitely owning it on stage more today than I was back then. But I still do get shy. It didn't take long for Nicole to realize that growing under Missy's wing was going to be a struggle. So she made a bold move. She walked away. The bad news? That decision officially buried her sophomore album. The highly anticipated Electric Blue was never released, leaving fans wondering what could have been. And trust me, the setbacks didn't stop there. The struggle and the comeback that almost was. During this time, Nicole was going through it. She had gone from a rising star to feeling completely lost, abandoned by industry friends, unsure of what to do with her career, and battling feelings of depression and failure. To stay afloat, she started writing songs for other artists, just trying to keep herself in the game. But the industry can be brutal, and without the right backing, getting back on top seemed nearly impossible. Then, in the mid-2000s, a lifeline appeared, and it came from none other than Dame Dash. Nicole met Dame through Coney Burns, and he wasted no time in offering her a deal with Rockefeller Records. At the time, the label was looking to expand into R&B, and Dame believed Nicole was the perfect artist to spearhead that transition. Nicole jumped at the opportunity. She was hungry, determined, and ready for a fresh start. That same year, she dropped her first Rockefeller single, If I Was Your Girlfriend. The track performed decently, and for the first time in years, things seemed to be falling into place. With her confidence reignited, Nicole focused all her energy on finally releasing the sophomore album she never got the chance to drop under Missy. But once again, it wasn't meant to be. Because just 1 year after Nicole signed to Rockefeller, everything crumbled. Jay-Z and Dame Dash had a major falling out, and their behind-the-scenes battles led to the collapse of the label. Nicole had no idea what was happening. She found out the same way everyone else did. I went back home, got on the internet, and saw Rockefeller Records is done. Jay-Z is going this way, and Dame Dash is going that way. I was like, what? Nobody told me nothing. Just like that, her second chance disappeared. The label was done, and along with it, any hope of finally releasing her sophomore album. But trust me, Nicole wasn't giving up yet. The rebirth, Lady Wray. Years after the chaos and heartbreak of the industry, Nicole Wray rebranded herself, this time as Lady Wray. With a new name and a new sound, she made her long-awaited return, dropping her sophomore album, Queen Alone, under Big Crown Records. Though it didn't reach the commercial heights of Make It Hot, this album was different. It was deeply personal, raw, and reflected just how much Nicole had grown as an artist and as a person. She described the project as a reflection of where she was in life. I was in a happy state of mind while recording this. It's a reflection of my soul. It's who I am today. Unlike her earlier career where record labels dictated her direction, Lady Wray was finally in control. And the best part? The fans never forgot about her. Today, she pulls in over 500,000 monthly listeners on Spotify. Proof that real talent stands the test of time. No matter how many obstacles she's faced, Lady Wray is still here, still creating, and still making music on her own terms. What are your thoughts on her journey? Do you think she deserved more from the industry? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget, new videos dropping daily. Till next time, peace.